Hi guys, SAT1 Math with Joe Beck, and we are on lecture 17 for today. And we are actually going over part 2 of the geometry series, mainly focusing on parallelograms and other polygons, okay? So, again, if you're following along in the Barron's book, it is section 6.4 and 6.5 in your books, okay? Now, for the super challenge review, we're back to these, right? Now, in the figure below, if BE is equal to BC, and BC is parallel to AD, and ED bisects angle ADC, what is the value of X? Now, I hope all of you guys got all of this correct, but this is a problem that is very tough in a lot of ways, and it was definitely one of the ones that's towards the end of the SAT. For this one, the trick is to understand that they give you information in the question for a reason, right? So again, it says BE is equal to BC, right? So the figure we know is not drawn to scale, but we do know that this is equal to this. Well, that's great, right? That helps us a little bit. Now, BC is parallel to AD. Well, it even looks like that, right? BC being parallel to AD. Right? But then you have to wonder, why do they give us this information? We have to use it in somewhere, right? And then ED bisects ADC. So ADC, that means that this angle and this angle, even though they do not look like it, are equal. Right? Now, what is the value of X? We need to know this value of X. But see, the thing is, we don't know what this angle is, right? And that'll be fine because we know what this angle is, but we don't know what this angle is either, right? So the only way to figure this out is basically to use the information that we are given. Now, what you guys should have taken a hint as was from actually BC is parallel to AD, okay? Now, that means that we could actually draw a line this way and this way. So there's a full line. Okay, we could draw a line this way, going on to this way. Okay, that also means, so I know these are line segments, but I'm just drawing this just for your sake so that you can kind of see what I'm talking about, right? Now that means that if we have two parallel lines that is bisected by one line, remember what happens, right? This angle is going to be equal to this angle, correct? Do you guys remember that? But also, right, this angle and this angle, right, will be equal to, when added together, so the sum will actually equal to 180. So if you guys remember that, then you can say, hey, if this is 50 degrees, right, and this angle added together, so the sum of it is going to equal to 180, then, well, let's just call this X, right? We say 50 degrees plus X degrees is equal to 180 degrees, right? Therefore, X is equal, so you subtract 50, right? That means X is equal to 130 degrees. So just from that, the parallel construction